In the video you see me and my horse Kiki, and I bought her when she was 3 and then when she was 5. Everything felt wrong under the saddle. Been searching for 3 years actually to find out what was wrong exactly. Last November I went to Sarah Ouwehand, went to her masterclass for 3 days. So I don't have a video of the first day. It was very emotional for me. She broke loose right before I had to get on. She tried to run to the exit, and that's where we noticed that she really didn't dare to be alone in that arena. So Sarah took her Haflinger out, and so I've ridden 3 days in that arena with her Haflinger as well, and just doing circles around him. You see the tension in the steps that she makes. You can see her ears going everywhere, her tail moving, head shaking sometimes, and she feels to me like she's a bomb just waiting to explode. So that's a bit of how it works for me and Kiki at the moment. I really hope that applying to this is maybe the next step for us. I hope to be seeing you. Thank you so much.
Well, first of all, congratulations for your determination. I mean, 3 years, half a year, a lot of people would have already given up on their horse. Also commendable to go on a camp and to put yourself in that situation, searching for answers and trying to resolve and make things better for you and Kiki. So again, bravery and going on and being determined and trying something to get things to go in a good way. I mean, your level of try and determination, your resilience and your want to do things good for your horse is a really commendable strength that you have that will bring you a long way. Of course, you end up in some difficult situations here with, of course, the previous things that have gone on and the insecurities you have yourself. And of course, those things will naturally, as you know, as you explained, will also be drawn through into Kiki. The important part about starting to build a framework that is going to serve you is being able to, if you were to come to my place, I would start with you in the beginning in doing an off-the-horse course. So getting you really comfortable and really knowing what it is you're going to do in your body in order to communicate what you want. And that you can be 100% confident in learning the shapes and the form and the way you ask and the how you ask and the why you ask and what does that feel like, what is the outcome. And that you first go back to the first interactions with Kiki with this newfound confidence of, I know exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to start by developing the meaning of one aid, the rein aid, to be able to follow one rein, to be able to follow the other rein, to be able to go through a groundwork pattern where you can get a forward step. And that you really try to build a concrete, confident sensation and experience in one thing, so that you're not thinking, I'm going to start this online training and I'm going to go through everything and, oh, now I've done the groundwork and I still don't feel confident. I still don't feel like I know what I'm doing. So you have to put real focus on one thing, and that Kiki also feels you come in with a new sense of knowing what to do. You have this sense and this feeling of confidence, so that when you start to teach her what it is she has to do with the body, you're really clear in the way you explain it, so she can be really clear in the way that she's going to execute it. This sort of blanket of insecurity that wraps you both has to be eliminated through that approach, through finding a new level of confidence in yourself, through knowing what it is you have to do. The not knowing what to do, the not knowing what might happen, the knowing that there is insecurity and tension there and now I'm in a sort of danger area, this cycle is only going to prolong the progression, prolong the breakthrough, the release of the fear and the undesired behaviors and and the risk of things getting worse. So going in, making sure you're removing all your gear, of course, because you want Kiki also to feel her body in the beginning, separate to how she maybe feels about the saddle, feels about the bridle, feels about being a riding horse. You have to first build up the self-confidence and connection in her own body by building up the self-confidence and the control of yours. So you can relay that to her, and you start to work through the basic patterns with this focus. It's not about how quickly you get through them. I can do the front legs, I can do the hind legs, I'm doing a bit the tension release, I'm doing a bit of working on the circle, I'm doing a bit of tools, I'm doing a bit of everything. You really have to get the focus on, I'm going to execute this one thing and I'm going to master that. Doesn't mean you have to only do that and repeat that one thing every day for a month until you get it perfect before you move on to the next thing. But you have to feel in your body that you know what the sensation is going to be, what you're going to ask. The simulation is really important. So when you go into the groundwork, this is what I'm going to feel, this is what it feels like in my body, this is how I want it to transfer into the horse. And that then you have this real clear signal that gives confidence to you, gives confidence to Kiki, and then you're able to build those things up. When you've done the first foundational series, it's really important that you go then back to the starting the young horse course, because you want all aspects of becoming a riding horse to be really clear. And when you go through that process, Kiki will also understand the meaning of what you're asking. And when that communication gets clear in all aspects, putting your foot in the stirrup, you're getting on there at the camp and you walking off and you have a tight body that's in a blockage moment, those things have to be freed up before you get to that point, so you don't have to do this when you get on. And of course, when you get the security in your own body, Kiki gets the security in her own body, you have this connection and this dialogue that's very clear, without confusion, without asking questions that she doesn't know the answers to. When all those things are consolidated, you don't need the halflinger in the ring, because she doesn't need an outside security, because she has all that within her, together with you. And so the important part is to also be able to let go of the duration of time you've been together, because from now on, you change the horse's story by having the approach. You've got the framework, you join the online training, you've got all the sort of ideas of what you should do in the groundwork, but how you should approach it, what should you be thinking, how should that feel in your body, what are the steps to take, is the important way to navigate yourself through it. So the next video I want to see is the step 1. How are you next to Kiki? How is she? Do you develop a connection there? Is she distracted? How do we teach her that skill of being externally distracted, coming to the feeling and sensation of herself? If she's insecure, she might not want to feel the body. How do we do that bit? Send that video to me, and we get that bit rock solid, because that'll be the foundation for everything else. Without having a connection and you feeling comfortable in your body and her feeling comfortable in hers, you can't progress further without there being insecurity, something laced with a bit of uncertainty. So starting there, let's see your next video, and I'm looking forward to the beginning of a very strong future. Because what I also see in your video, in this short piece, is your level of determination is felt by your horse. And when your horse feels that, you are guaranteed to be a good combination in the end. So I can tell you 100% that if you follow the steps and you become confident within yourself and you learn the skills to know what to do, you both will go to places you've never thought was possible.